Hey, let me tell you a story about this rock star I know. Her name is Phyllis Song. She has helped me tremendously in the last few months. Phyllis does something and her team does something that's totally different than everybody else.
We are so touched, so grateful, so thankful. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your kindness. Wow, we feel so blessed because you're amazing, Phyllis. Thank you for doing this for us. It means everything.
We love your team, and
oh my God, we love you. We love you. Thank you.
So grateful.
We love you, Phyllis. Thank you so much.
Bye.
What Phyllis has to offer is an incredible, she's like a middleman that bridges the gap between American culture and jobs to the Philippine culture.
The thing I like best about the program is the peace of mind and the attention to detail, I guess, that they put into it.
Thanks to Phyllis's mentality, she not only trains the VA to be successful in the role, but also in the company and to grow personally and professionally in their own lives.
Phyllis's team made the hiring process incredibly flawless. So I highly recommend not only the personal service, the level of excellence, the quality of the candidates.
I can only say it's been an amazing process. I have felt incredibly supported. I could not be happier with the support that my team gets from Phyllis. She does an amazing job with creating a community and culture.
Phyllis's team of virtual assistants is just amazing. Life will never be the same again, and it is entirely true. The service that Phyllis provides is invaluable. I'm telling you right now, you have to get yourself a VA. It literally will change your life.
Phyllis and her team pretty much filter out the rock stars for you. They absolutely rock when it comes down to training the VAs to do the very best job possible for all of us, the employers. And they have been just exemplary in every single handling of every situation, every single time.
Appreciate Phyllis and her team and highly recommend using them to help you find the right person.
It's awesome to see how she pours her heart really into this program to help the VAs in the Philippines and to help us. And I'm really grateful to know Phyllis, to have been here.
Being in this community of your assistants has been a meaningful experience.
Phyllis and the team of recruiters are incredible. They have just blown away our expectations every single time, and couldn't be happier with them.
Man, if you have not looked into her program for VAs, you are missing out.
So I'm here on the ski lift, running my business from the ski lift because that's what Phyllis has enabled me to do. I've hired my entire team through Phyllis and I couldn't be happier.
Phyllis has been fabulous. I don't know what kind of magic Phyllis is working, but it has been amazing for us. It has been one of the best decisions that we have made for our organization.
I'm so grateful for this experience.
And it has 100% changed our life. It's a win-win. It is literally a win-win. And so I couldn't be more grateful to Phyllis and her team for and all the VAs that she works with, because they really do make our lives easier and we get to help build their lives as well. And so it's beautiful. It's wonderful. And I'm really grateful.
Hey, happy Thursday. How's everybody doing? I am coming in live actually right next to the swimming pool. My name is Phyllis. If you do not know who I am, I'm the Queen of Virtual Assistants. I'm here to help you to, get the ultimate freedom for your life so that you can, work, make money, and really enjoy your life at the same time, right? So today what we wanted to really talk about is, if you are a realtor, right? If you're a realtor, what can a virtual assistant do for you? This is one of the common questions that I've been getting. And what I will be doing is I'm going to do a series of what can a virtual assistant do for you in different industry. And then you can kind of thinking about it, copying it. One thing that Tony Robbins always said is that, instead of you looking at your industry and what a VA can do for you, you can also look into what other industry, what other things that, a VA can do for them too, so that you can kind of figure out what is the best way of your, how to run your business. So if you hear some, background, I apologize because I am living my life. My husband is actually running a 3-day workshop, tomorrow. And so we're currently in here in Florida. My son is both of my sons is swimming right now, and I figure I need to go come live. So and thus I am here. So. What can a virtual assistant do for a realtor? Well, I was a realtor for 4 years. My first year in business, I was, rookie of the year. And, the reason why I did that is because I get so much done, right? I get so much done, or I can say we get so much done. Monique, unfortunately, is not here today, is because of the she is actually not doing too well. If not, she will always wanted to be here talking to you. She usually look a lot better than I am too. So what can a virtual assistant do for a realtor? This is what I always tell any business, right? Any business is anything. They can really do anything that you want them to do, using a computer, right? And nowadays, even if you have like the Uber Eats, right? You have Instacart, right? They can even just help you order your groceries, making sure that you're healthy, right? Just through apps, right? Because technology is so up to date today. So when I was with Keller Williams, right? And then I went to EXPs, and then now I am I'm still with EXP, but I'm just focusing a lot more on the VA business, right? So. First thing first is most of the time we are advised to get an admin assistant first, right? An admin assistant, which is executive assistant, admin assistant, personal assistant, whatever you want to call it. Ultimately, is your gopher, the person that can hold you accountable, can organize your calendar, right? Can check your emails and make sure that you are sane. Make sure you're sane, because as a real estate agent, what do? You're always out and about. It's really hard for you to organize your stuff. It's really hard for you to manage your schedule. I noticed that as a realtor, you either are very good with paperwork and you're very low in numbers, or transaction numbers, or you're doing really high in transaction numbers, but you're always stressed and you work till midnight because you have so much paperwork to do. So when the good news for me is when I become a realtor, I immediately have shift my VAs to work with me. So when I first started with my business, because Keller Williams provide a lot of trainings, right? So what I did is that I get my VA to learn together with me. Whatever that I'm learning, you are learning too, right? She's learning all the rules, all the regulation, all the contracts, everything. So it was so easy for me because I don't have to explain and teach her what to expect. She know it all, right? So again, when I first getting her, I said, well, I need you to learn how to do green sheet, right, to get paid, right? I need you to learn how to do a contract. I need you to learn how to do MLS. I need you to learn how to contact title company. I need you to learn. So we actually go through it one step at a time, right? So whatever that I'm learning, she's learning together with me, right? So she's my admin assistant. So go for it. Every morning, what I do is I wake up and I put it on my WhatsApp, right? I just put down, good morning, right? Today, this is what I need to do. I need to contact these 4 people. I collect 5 business cards yesterday, right? We need to run comp for this location, yada, yada, yada. So what I did, we call it a brain dump, because especially for women, like or business owner, we have a lot of things in our head. And in order for you to clear that, you need to let it out, right? Let it out. But when you let it out, what else can you do, right? What else can you do? Well, you need to let it out. And at the same time, you need to ensure that people are getting it done. So what I do is I use WhatsApp. Some of the realtor use like Facebook Messenger. Some people just use text messages. I like some of those easier communication tool because I like to do voice notes, so I can just put a voice note. Hey, good morning. How are you doing? Remember, we need to send out this thing. We need to send out option checks. Checking with the title company about this, that, whatever. So I just let it all out. And then what my VA is doing is she actually put all that into a project management software for me. So she will write down everything down, and then she will ask me, okay, boss, what are the deadline? What is your expectation? And then what I did is I just let them know what are all the expectations, right? So then she get organized, and afterwards she will give me hourly updates, right? Boss, we already get this done. Hey, boss, reminder, 12 o'clock you have an open house. Or hey, boss, the listing is coming up on Wednesday, and I already have listed it online, right? Hey, boss, I think you need to tell your client that the repair is coming in, right? Whatever that would be. So then I feel much better with my my day, because she planned my day for me. I don't plan my day anymore because I know that every time I plan my day, I am a maximizer. So I tend to want to overdo things, and at the end, it just didn't work. What else? So after they plan my day, then what they do is they check my emails, right? They also check my company text messages. This is one of the big things. I used to do it all, right? I'm a solo entrepreneur. A lot of realtors are solo entrepreneur too. And what it is like everything come through us, right? The text messages, the emails. And then what I did is I get my VA to manage my emails now, right? Because ultimately what they would ask, hey, what's the status, right? What's going on? You know, did we get accepted for the deal? You know, is there a repair amendment coming through? So they are the one that checking on my emails. And if they know how to respond to it, they just responded to me, for me, right? And then she also managed my text messages too, my company text messages. So my personal, I'm still using it for my personal, right? And then why do I do that? Because most realtor, especially when you first started, right? Especially when you first started, you have to go out, right? You have to go out to meet with clients. You have to go open house. You have to show homes, right? You got to go to your listing appointments. You're always out. So it's really hard for your client to communicate with you or manage you, right? And then what about contracts, right? What do you do with the contracts, right? One thing, the number one reason why a lot of my client, I win my contracts with my clients, is because when they say they want to send out a contract, we send it out immediately, especially when the market is really hot, right? You know, the house is on the market in 10, 20 minutes, you know, or an hour, you know, contracts start going, right? So when people are, when we show a home, they like it, they want a contract immediately. A lot of the realtor, what they do is, yes, you like it, great, but I will be home today at 5 o'clock. So then I will send out that contract at the end. Or, hey, I can run the CMA, but let me run it at 5 o'clock today, and then I will do it. So a lot of time, some of the clients like, not work it out. I don't want to wait that long. So then they go to another realtor. So for me, what I do is I said, well, that's okay, because I have an assistant that can help me to do that. So then immediately we'll put it on my chat room and say, hey, can you please email this client a CMA? Can you email this client about this? Can you email this client about that? Immediately they get it all done. So it is so easy for me, and my client loves it. It's like, whoa, you are actually running a company. You're not a solo entrepreneur. And again, I just love it every single time, because I'm so efficient. And again, I win a lot of contracts because of that too, right? I win a lot of buyer and listing agreement for it, right? So what else, right? What else can you do? Well, you can also teach your VAs on, and then after you dump everything on them while you're doing transactions, right? You can also train your VA to do transactions. So the second VA that you would do is ultimately hire a full-time transaction coordinator. This is when you become really, really busy, right? And your admin might not be able to do it all for you now, so you want to hire somebody specifically be a transaction coordinator. So what you do is, they will start from obviously helping you with all the contracts, right? Getting all the contracts done. That's very good, right? That's the first thing. And then afterwards, they will also help you. For me, my VA will help me also run CMA, which is a comparison market analysis, right? To see whether this home, is it in a good price? Is it not a good price? Right? I also get them to help me fill in the buyer and seller agreement. By the way, if you have DocuSign, we also put that in as a standard contract. So I just have a link. Whenever we have a buyer or a seller agent a contract, we immediately just give them the link, and they can fill it in immediately. So my VA will actually have an email template to have for buyers for listing, right? So whenever I say, hey, we're good to go, email them, then they immediately will email it. So again, I do not have to touch my computer. I just have to focus on building relationship. If you are a realtor, the number one thing, most important for you to do is build relationship, not the contracts, not the paperwork. And again, because you're out and about, and some of you guys are mom, right? You go home, you're going to be busy with your kids. So sometimes you will miss the deadlines. So as a transaction coordinator, one thing that I do too with them is that I get them to keep track of all my checklists, right? I have a checklist and say, okay, this is a buyer listing checklist, right? This is seller, this is a seller listing checklist. This is what we need to do, right? Day 3, right? If you get a home under contract, day 3, we need to make sure the option, we receive all the option money, right? And so on and so forth. So I make sure that, I have a list of about 50 things that my transaction coordinator will manage for every single transaction. So that way I don't have to monitor it. And my transaction coordinator will text the client and say, hey, by the way, did you receive this? Did you send this out? This is where the address is for the title company, and so on and so forth. They also help me, I was a realtor that I get to a point where I only in charge of obviously building relationship with the client, because that's what you need to do, license wise, right? And then we get them to fill out the agreement, and afterwards I just obviously bring them around to look for a home. Sometime if it is a real estate like an investor, they see a lot of homes. Sometimes I just pay 30 to 35 bucks per showing to some of the agents that just start up, right? They don't really have a lot of money. They do not mind showing any homes. So then I just hire people to show homes, so I don't even do it. So technically I'm like having buyer agents per se, but not paying the buyer agent fee, right? And then they will see everything, and if everything goes well, then they are going to communicate with us. We'll create a contract, and everything is history. So again, talking to the client, showing the homes, right? Negotiate the contract, and then just collect the checks. Okay, just collect the checks. But everything in between was done by the transaction coordinator. So ensure that the option money is sent out. Ordering the home inspector, right? Communicate with the title company about when can we close. Communicate about the loan officer. Is the loan doing well, right? At the end, when we are ready to close, right? My transaction coordinator or my admin assistant will also schedule the closing, right? When is to close, and then I decided whether I wanted to show up or I'm just gonna send a bottle of champagne to congratulate them. Again, the truth is, for me, for payment wise, for my, I actually just get my title company to wire it to me, so I don't even have to show up to the title company to collect the checks. So it allowed me to free up a lot more of my time so that I can do more stuff. So what do I do, right? I feel as well, if you get your VA to do everything, then what else? What else are you doing? Well, I actually love. I was a real estate investor and then become a realtor. So a lot of my clients are real estate investors. So what I do is I also love to learn, right? So I went, so my ideal client, again, as a realtor, you shouldn't just sell it to everybody. You should actually focusing on your ideal client so that you can have better communication about it. If you're interested in the class, type it down below. We actually have a 4 hours workshop that we actually have designed for realtor that we will be putting in the details maybe a week from today, so that way you guys can learn it, so that way what and where and how you can gain more clients. So what I do is I attend a lot of real estate investor summit, real estate investor training. I also go to like a class. I am also meeting with every networking meeting that a realtor, real estate investor have, right? So I go into all those, and another one of my ideal client also business owners. I love business owners. I love Tony Robbins. So I go to a lot of Tony Robbins classes, and I talk to a lot of business owners. So I know this is where I need to be at. So one of my coaches always say, you don't sell people. You're just in. You wanted to join the conversation where the conversation already started. Okay, let me repeat that. You wanted to join the conversation where the conversation is already started. So what that means for you is that you want to be there, right? When people are like, hey, man, I need a realtor. I need a realtor who really know what I need. Oh, no problem. I'm here, right? I'm here. I can help you, right? If they say, man, I wish that a realtor is really good at what they do. Hey, I'm here. I learn everything that you learn, and thus I know exactly what you think. I was really good with working with real estate investor because number one, they buy repeatedly, so I don't have to continuously get more clients. They're very experienced. They go take classes. I only work with people, real estate investors who take classes. So they're already educated. I don't have to educate them anymore. I don't have to go over how to use HUD statement and things like that. However, they are very money conscious, right? So I knew. So what I do is every listing that I do for them, I provide free staging for them. So in that way they save about, anywhere from 2 to 3 grand or 1% of the listing, right? I'm sorry, not 1%. I think is less than 1%, but of the listing, right? Depending on what's the price. Usually it's about $1,000 to $5,000 budget that they put on listing the home. So I provide free staging, and I go through everything that an investor will know. So that way they are like, wow, Phyllis, you are the guy, right? You are the gal that I need to talk to because you know how to negotiate, you know what to look for when we buy a home, you know how to run the CMA correctly for a real estate investor. So I get a lot of deals just directly through that, right? It wasn't really hard for me at all. right? And again, what is the difference between me and the other realtor? The other realtor really do not know what's a CMA. Sorry, not what is a CMA. How do you run a real estate agent CMA? Which means that your ROI, right, have to be at least 70%, above, after repair value. It's been a while since, so some of the languaging, I'm trying to get them back, right? But ultimately, you have a formula, right? You need to make sure that after repair value is obviously very high, right? You have to put in, about 100 grand budget if you are fully renovating the house. If you are not, maybe 20 to 30 grand, right? And then put in how much you really wanted to make, and then we're going to run a lot of comms just to see what do you really need, right? So that is, first thing, again, first position you want to hire is admin assistant, right? Second position you want to do it maybe, is a transaction coordinator. But again, sometimes people say, well, I don't have enough transactions, so how can I hire a transaction coordinator? So maybe in between, there's two other positions you can hire. One is obviously your ISA, right? Somebody that's really good over the phone, and you can obviously get them to, collect all the phone calls. Or you can hire OSA, right? Outside sales agent, right? So they can make a bunch of outbound calls for you. I know if you are in the Mike Ferry organization, you will obviously look for people who can make a bunch of calls, right? You're going to get a list, whether it's an expired listing, for sale by owner, foreclosure, or just a neighborhood because you're a neighborhood expert and you're just making a bunch of calls. Hey, are you looking to sell your home? Are you looking to buy a house? Or are you looking to, invest, whatever that would be, right? So then what their job is to make a bunch of calls or receive a bunch of calls because you are actually buying leads from like Zillow, Realtor.com, or things like that. And but in order for you to generate more leads, what do you do, Phyllis? What do you do? Well, I guess I can share with you a little bit more since I have about 8-9 minutes here. So keep up with me, okay? I know I speak very fast because there's so much to share with you, right? So another thing they can do for too is hire a social media person. Right now, nowadays, everybody is using social media, right? A video, right? How do you find me right now? Through social media, through YouTube, right? Through TikTok, through Reels, right? So what you want to do, the second thing is that you wanted to also hire a social media person, right? Doing a presentation, put it online, right? Telling people what to do, how to do it, doing it online, right? So again, social media is huge nowadays because if they want to know, well, are you a good realtor or not? They're going to go online and Google it, right? Do you have any reviews? Do you have any testimonials? Do you have a social media presence, right? Are you using social media to gain more traffic and to get more agents? Because nowadays, when people are calling, there's a lot of spam-free, spam-likely calls. So what do? We do not pick up the phone. So the chances of you getting somebody connected is really low. Nowadays, doing it in social media, it's not saturated yet because a lot of realtors does not know how to do that. So you can do that. What the how? I'm not going to go through the how because today I'm just going to tell you what you can use a virtual assistant for. But if you're interested, click on the link down below, right? There is a download for you to see what a VA can do, what 300 things that a virtual assistant can do for you. So you can actually brainstorm it, right? What else you can get them to do. And then in about a week from today, right? In about a week from today, we will be rolling out a series of what a realtor can do for you. Okay, what a realtor can do. It's a mastermind that we have actually host a couple weeks ago about how you can utilize virtual assistant and what they can do for you and how you can generate more leads through social media. So that will be coming up in live pretty soon here. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you're on Facebook, make sure you follow me. If you're in LinkedIn, make sure that you follow me too. So that way you can see the series of what you can do. Again, it's 4 hours. We're going to be cutting it out into several episodes. So that way you can watch it one at a time and learn what you can do. But ultimately, what I wanted to empower you is that if you do not use a virtual assistant, it is definitely your loss, right? If you want to make $1 million in real estate, that means that you are worth $500 an hour if you only want to work 40 hours a week. Okay, only if you want to work 40 hours a week. So what that means is, do you really worth $500 when you're entering an email, contracts, right? You really want to think about it. What else can you do? Are you doing things that is money making, right? Are you in the money making business? If you're not, what can you do? Again, right now, a real estate, a virtual assistant, right? On average, right? If you're working directly through us, it's anywhere from $8 to $10 an hour. Again, you can easily get somebody that you can easily get a 2 to 3 virtual assistant compared to one local assistant that you're hiring. And at the same time, you're going to be saving a lot of money on benefit, on computer, internet, and things like that. So if you're super interested in it, click on the link down below, right, to schedule a call with us too. So now we can actually talk to you more about what you can use it, how you can utilize it, and you feel free to let us know, what's your situation right now. What do you really need us to do, right? What do you need a person to do? And then our professional advisor will be able to go over it with you, coach you what it is. And some of you guys, maybe you need somebody part-time. Some of you guys maybe just need somebody to help you with your projects, project-based, which is helping you with a website. Or maybe you are really ready to get somebody full-time, because full-time is the way to go, because you're looking for a partner, right? You're looking for a partner. I will be going to India in about 30 days, right? I will be gone for 4 weeks, and my VA is going to take care of everything. You need somebody that can know you, understand you, and take care of you really well to help you run your business. And a virtual assistant is the way to go. So you wanted to start now, get somebody that's really good. However, you're like, man, Phyllis, I'm not really ready. I just want somebody that can help me from work here and there. We'll be able to cover that and take care of you on that too. But anyway, click on the link down below, schedule a call with us. If you're curious about what a VA can do for you, obviously click on the VA 300, so that way you can download, the list, so that at least you know what it is. And last but not least is we also have a bring down worksheet. You might be like, Phyllis, I don't know what I can get them to do. I suck at, delegation. No problem. On the link down below, we have this thing called the bring down worksheet. And you will be able to download that bring down worksheet and then list out everything that you need to do. And then you can start highlighting them, organizing them, so that way you know what to expect out of it. And last but not least is, hey, comment down below. Let me know whether you like this video or not. If you do, that's great. I always tell my VAs, feedback is love. Feel free to give me any feedback that you have. And, and then the rest is history. Well, I think I got you for about 30 minutes, and my kids is actually calling me now. So I'm going to have the rest of my best day. And again, I always think that I'm kind of like a duck, right? On the top, everything is smooth. At the bottom, I'm paddling really quickly, right? So again, I am the top. I'm very calm and very nice and swimming. And then my VA is at the bottom getting everything done. So after this call is done, my VA is going to get the description out, get all the downloadable out for you, and waiting for you to schedule a call so that we can educate you on what else do you need. And again, life will never be the same. Please, you're one step away from getting a virtual assistant. And if you want to be successful, you're only one VA away from living the life that you wanted to live on. All right. I love you all very much. And I look forward to talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
I want to share with you that I really think Phyllis's service is really going to help you. Hi everybody, this is Olivia Gong. I am the founder of OLIT Coaching. Also would like to share with you my experience working with Phyllis and her team. It has been amazing. It started a few months back. It helped me hire this marketing person. Her name is Kate. Kate has been really amazing. Kate has been very creative, very responsive. I want to share with you that I really think Phyllis's service is really going to help you. Anything that you want to leverage out, let somebody else take the time assuming task away from you, so you can focus on your core mission, whatever that's irreplaceable. Focus on that. It's so worth it. That is what the most value there is. And also, I want to share with you that they have an amazing training session. I really believe that Phyllis is really undercharging right now for the amazing services that they're providing. I have been having daily calls with Kate to talk about what was talked about during the training. And I also watched some training recordings that they did, and they were really amazing. I sincerely believe just for the training itself, it's already worth the whole package. Not mention that they're gonna help you hire a VA that is gonna be amazing. I believe if you choose to hire a VA, that's gonna transform your business and transform your life. You're gonna love it. Thank you so much.